Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Great.
Good.
Good. Let's see. Got a couple things for you, but I did actually write down some notes and leaders in the loop, so I don't have to try and read the email and talk to you guys at the same time. So got a little bit of prep going. One of the things that's on leaders in the loop, and I'll try and run through this quick so we can spend a little time working together, is the summer bundle. That's all the new flavors and the Pro Mix Vortex Mixer. Has anybody ordered that bundle?
I have not.
Not yet.
We haven't
Okay.
ordered the bundle, but we have the mix, the Vortex Mixer
Oh, okay.
thing from another bundle I think we bought earlier this year.
Okay. Has anybody not seen the Vortex Mixer? The rest of you have? Okay, well, we're going to do this for Roger then. I guess I got prepared to do it. I wasn't going to order the bundle. I mean, I'm supposed to say, hey, I ordered the bundle right away. Try the new flavors. Yay. Got to promote them to. You can't promote them if you don't know what they are. And honestly, I once I get stuck on something, that's where I'm at. And all the birthday cake and Scooby-Doo stuff, it's not my thing. But I decided, well, and plus I prefer the plant protein. But I decided I'm going to do the blender, or I'm going to do the bundle to get another one of these as a backup. So anyway, so this is the deal. This is the Vortex blender. It's really cool. It comes with this little device here that fits right in there. And so you can carry whatever mix. I actually had to rinse this real fast because I use this when I come home from the gym. So you take this, you got your little Vortex mixer here, and it's got a little removable, battery pack. You can't wash it with this in there, obviously. It's rechargeable. You turn it on, press the little button. Gets that little Vortex thing going. Put your mix in. Let me swish around a little bit. You want to put the top on. And ta-da! And I'll tell you, purpose behind getting this, outside of the fact that it's cool, every single person I've showed it to goes, oh my God, that's so cool. I need one of those. So great attention getter. I mean, I can just imagine, showing up at the restaurant, everybody's having, whatever they're having, and you go, yeah, listen, I'm really not that hungry. Plus, honestly, I prefer better nutrition than what you get at the restaurant. And then sit there and mix up your isogenic shake. Now, a little FYI, this thing works fine for like the tri-release protein, which is what I use on the way home from the gym. I think it's probably not quite strong enough to do 2 scoops of the whole blend plant-based. A little bit too thick, but 1 scoop at a time would probably work fine. So anyway, just wanted a little show and tell.
And what is that you just mixed up, Fred? Excuse me. What was that you just mixed up?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, this is the Recover. Repair, thank you. Ziege's was Recover, this is Repair. Yeah, so I actually had this for a long time and hadn't really been using it because I do a lot of the stuff, anyway, but I started getting used to use. Well, I've actually had some back problems recently, so I figure, well, might as well throw this in the mix and see what happens. So yeah, and it's not bad. It's kind of orange tasting.
Yeah, I've been mixing the Repair, a scoop of Repair with a scoop of the blue raspberry hydrate.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't work out that hard, so I figured I didn't need all that Repair. But I like I wanted the turmeric and the good stuff in the Repair, but I wasn't real keen on the taste. So a half and half works for me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I got some of the watermelon stuff to give you energy at the gym, and the flavor was just too overcoming. And she has this blue raspberry flavored hydrate, and I mix half and half. Oh, and that's beautiful.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yeah, I do the, let's see, what do they call that? It's nitro. Is that a nitro? Amp? Amp Nitro is the pre-workout. I do that on the gym, and you know, when our original Zija stuff came out, you know, the sports nutrition stuff, I didn't care for any of the flavors. Yeah, that's it. Actually, that's not it. Oh, is it? Does it say nitro on there?
It does say nitro on it.
Oh, okay. It's Canadian, a little different packaging. They have another pre-workout that doesn't have any stimulant stuff in it. And I'm sorry, I like the buzz. So, I mean, I suppose it works. I don't know.
I had
anyway.
an Ignite today, and I haven't found anything like Ignite. That's the one I liked.
Yeah, I like that too. And I actually found an old bag of it, so I started using that. And I'm now out of that. I'm down to my last, you know, dozen of my Limitless and that sort of thing. But you know, out with the old, in with the new. All right, let me run through this real quick. Let's see. Leaders in the Loop email from Sunday. No more shipping delays with Collagen Elixir. So fire it up. Okay. Has anybody did anybody catch the first 2 episodes of Kathy Coover's you know, Thursday evening Elixir mixer thing? Anybody caught any of that? I really encourage you to do that. I got a whole bunch. Is it in this one? Someplace else. I watched the one from last Thursday, and I didn't catch all of it because the stuff that was going on here. I had to, like, you know, multitask. I'm going to go back and watch it. There was something really good that came out of that last one. You know, here's the deal, and I've talked with a few of the, you know, the leaders about this. It's all about trying to figure out the deal, right? This is a different build than what we're accustomed to. You know, David Moses and I spent a lot of time, you know. Part of it is, this is, you know, multi-level 2021. Okay, it's not 1980. It's not 1990. 1990 merged into the 2000s. Okay, and when we hit the 2000s and went into, you know, the 2010s, you know, things had started to change, but we were still able to do the deal the way we were accustomed to doing it. It's a different deal today. Okay, we're appealing to an entirely different category of people. You got to figure out how to do the deal. All right, it's just like I remember driving trucks, right? You know, the Truck Master School of Driving, they taught truck drivers how to double clutch. Well, there's a time when you double clutch. There is a reason for it. Okay. But, like, you know, 99.99% of the time, 99.999 gear shifts that I ever did in an 18, I didn't use the clutch at all. Use the clutch that Robin's a farm girl. She understands that. You know, you use the clutch to come from a dead, you know, you're at a dead stop and you got to pull out in the first gear. After that, you know, you can tell who's the rookie because they keep trying to double clutch every freaking gear. It's stupid, right? You'll never have a hip or a knee left by the time you try and do that. So part of this deal is to figure out what's working. And the way to figure that out is to listen to the people that are doing it, that it's working for, right? This last one that I was in, and it's not even in these notes. Oh, that's because I wasn't taking notes. That was because the last one we had on Thursday, the gal said something, and it is somewhere. I did write down, there it is. She had a routine and the focus was in call. Okay, had a routine. It was PVC. P, pictures. V, video. C, cart. She said, spending way too much time doing this deal. You show the pictures, that's going to cause somebody to be interested. Would you like to learn a little bit more? You show the video and you present them with a cart. It's real simple. And if you think about it, what are people spending today? Not so much the guys, all right? But that's becoming a bigger demographic. What are the gals spending on, you know, fancy, you know, wrinkle cream serums and stuff? Stuff's expensive as hell. I mean, it really is. And when you can show somebody how, you know, for what they're spending on their complete deal, you can make a real big difference. And how about this? got two girlfriends that would like it, yours is free. You think your two girlfriends would like to get it for free? You make a total of $600 for helping them. You know, or yours is free and you make $200 or $400. I mean, this is easy peasy, but you got to get the mindset, right? And that PVC pictures, that's that link to that little catalog, that little fancy, you know, Uzu or whatever that link is. Do you guys have that link handy?
Not really.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to email it to Kate.
Okay.
I'll email the link. I mean, it's out there. It took me a while to find it. All right. So I'm going to email it to Kate, and maybe Brian, you can throw it in the comment section.
Okay.
When you post this video. All right.
I'll do it.
And so I just got that on my phone. And so now that's real simple. I've got it in my little notepad section of my phone. So I can just, you know, tap it, copy it, and text it to somebody. And it will be added to my collagen, you know, information, you know, pre-formatted email. The video, do the, you know, the 3-minute introduction to the collagen elixir video. Okay, it doesn't say much. You know, you could throw in the, what is it, like 14-minute Dr. Plant deal, and then have a pre-formatted cart. And she used verbiage that was really good. I did sit down and took some notes on the one that was the first one of the bunch. We got 4 this month, right? First one was with Jack Slobin. Jack Slobin's big script guy. And I tend to not particularly care for scripts myself. However, it's very, very easy to duplicate, because if you got a simple script, you get your people using it, you know, the words work. I mean, that's what we were taught. There were certain ways to phrase things in the early days. I guess you'd call them scripts, and we just all said the same thing until you got comfortable saying the same thing in your words. But the more you got away from the generic pattern of the script, the less results you got. So anyway, I really encourage you guys, go back, you know, go to, you know, isogenicsbusiness.com, click on the resources, go all the way to the bottom of that drop down. It says calls. When you get to that page, you'll see the upcoming Kathy Coover collagen elixir video, whatever it is. And you'll also see the replays of the previous ones. I'm going to spend some time. I went through I sat in on the second one and just got little bits and pieces of notes. As a matter of fact, I pulled this out. And she had one other thing. She said, explaining the comp plan, real simple. The top position of the comp plan is 10 people you know who know 2 people each that have skin or eat. Now, if you know, she said, if you can't explain the comp plan, you know, in 10 seconds, people are out of there. So top position, make the most money. All you got to do is find 10 people who have 2 friends each that have skin and they eat. Well, I could probably do that. Well, top position maxes out at $750,000 a year. Would you look for 10 people for you know, a month, 6 months, a year? Well, it took you 2 years. Well, it took you 3 years. You know, and when they finally say, well, I'd probably do it for 3 years, I don't know if I'd do it longer. Oh, really? So you were able to hit 750 grand a year in your current position in only 3 years? That's a pretty good deal. What do you got going? So just those 2 things was enough for me to grab the first thing I had and jot down the notes. I'm going to go back and listen to that one. So I encourage you guys to be in on that. Did I already lose my, how'd that happen? I lost my, oh, here it is. Okay, more leaders in the loop. Free shipping starting today on all new orders for this week. This is the last week of the commission calendar. So I don't know if you guys are starting to notice, we get this has become kind of a routine thing or a pattern. We get some kind of promo in the last week of the commission calendar commission month to help drive sales. So this last week, just between now and Sunday, the 23rd, May 23rd, this is the end of the deal. Free shipping on all new orders with a lifestyle reward, order over $200. Okay, which happens to be the 6-pack of the collagen elixir. Okay, that's she had another. No, it was Zubin had a great phrase. He said, "I'm setting you up with the 2 best options: the 6-pack and the 4-pack. Right? Comes with 60 doses. He likes the term doses, which is kind of different than what we're accustomed to. We want to stay away from, pills, medication, that sort of thing. He likes the term doses of the collagen elixir because it gives that whole medicinal, highly scientific kind of feel to it. 60 doses and 40 doses. I've set you up with the 2 best, programs financially or economically. I forget the phrase he used. And if those don't work for you, we can customize something that will fit in your budget. But I mean, he already starts out by telling you these are the 2 best deals, right? This is the best deal. So free shipping for the rest of this week. Summer bundle we talked about. June 1 is your deadline to be on direct deposit. Is everybody already transferred over to direct deposit? Okay, do yourself a favor, reach downline. Okay, it gives you a reason to talk to people maybe been out in the wings. Just wanted to check with you. I've noticed there's some volume coming through, or you're going to potentially get some volume. June 1 is the last day to transfer direct deposits. Oh, by the way, did you see this flip book, the magazine flip book on the collagen? And send them the link to that issue deal. They've never seen it. You never know who you're going to resurrect by having that little show and tell. Get your celebration tickets. Folks, get the tickets. Is there anybody that hasn't got their ticket yet?
Actually, I haven't. I keep forgetting.
Okay.
I will do that this week.
Yeah, get your tickets. Yeah, you missed Brian.
I thought we did.
No, that was a different convention in July.
Oh, you got another convention in July?
Yeah.
All right. I think they're $20 now. You missed the $10 deal. Get that, because that's how you're going to be able to get into the event. That's how you're going to get the, for whatever time they have the replays of the event afterwards. That's not going to be free this year. But, part of the paid attendee kind of situation is you're going to get bargains on the new deal. Write this in your notes: isagenix.com/updates. Yeah, I couldn't find that page through the back office, but I did copy out of the email. They're going to be discontinuing this Leaders in the Loop email that I get on Sunday, and then I give you guys like first shot at the information. I don't know if you've noticed, most everybody gets an email sometime during the following week, about update this and that and the other thing, and most of the information is the same. These are going to be on that section now. And so there won't be any more Leaders in the Loop email. They said they're cleaning up our inbox, which is fine with me because I get way too much garbage anyway. That was that. Is that everything? Yeah, no shipping delays on the collagen. That's killer. All right, so now we're in the last week. Who's likely to hit their goals for this commission month, given we got like a quarter of it left? Who's on track? Really? Robin, that look is priceless. That's absolutely priceless. All right, so here's the deal. And me either, guys. Okay, this has been a tough couple of weeks for me. And it doesn't make any difference why. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Who's responsible for that? We are. Okay. Yeah, her great little thing on Darren Daily. All right. Who's the master of your universe? You are. Okay. Who's responsible for everything? You are. It's what you have today is an artifact of 3 things: what you did, what you didn't do, or how you responded to what happened. Okay. You know, what you did and what you didn't do. That has nothing to do with the tornado that came through and took out your house. That was a Robin thing. Okay. Just thought I'd say. Okay. Had nothing to do with that. All right. However, how you reacted to that, how you responded to that is your responsibility. Okay. Remember we had Pam Foster as one of our guests. And she was talking about how on her video feed, you could see this area here. What you couldn't see was all the construction that was going on from here over, including all the floor from there down, you know, had been in, you know, up to the knees in water. I mean, they had one little section where she could have her camera where it looked normal. Otherwise, the house was completely remodeled and had been for a long time. And it was all being done by Charles, right? You know, and Charles is, I want to say he's older than me, but nobody's older than me. He's as old as I am. So, you know, you know, what did you do, what you didn't do, or how you reacted to what happened, okay, your response. So we're all responsible. So here's my suggestion, okay? Wipe off the last 3 weeks, open the page for this last week. It is immaterial whether the goals that you establish, first of all, if you didn't actually have some written goals for this commission calendar, there's a problem right there. Okay. If you can't go back, you know, whether you had it on the top of your LIA form, what your goal was, if it wasn't written down, dated, that's part of the problem right there. You didn't have a goal. Okay. You didn't have a destination. It's like jumping in the truck and heading east. Where are you heading? East. Yeah, but where are you going? Right? Got to have a destination. I mean, if you're going to be doing business, right? Oh, that's really weird. I'm getting a little distracted. See right there?
Yeah.
A little artifact. It's like flashing. It's the vent on my printer. But on my screen, I see it flashing. Okay, squirrel.
Now we see it too. Thanks, Fred.
Okay, good. You have no idea how long it took me growing up to realize that I can't be saying things like, did you just hear that? No. What are you hearing? Never mind. Okay, so if you didn't have it written down, you didn't have a goal. What are you doing? Don't do that. Robin, don't do that. You have no idea how hard, you know, it's like a 3-ring circus going on around up in here. You have no, I make this whole thing look easy. Stop doing that. All right. So number one, if you didn't have a written down goal, there's the problem. You had no destination. If you have no destination, there's no way to route yourself. How far do you got to get in your first week, your second week? Got to be at 2 can carry by Tuesday. Okay, you got, you know, this is all trucker, you know, examples, right? You got to have that. Now, whether or not you believe there is a reasonable expectation that in the last 25% of this commission calendar, you can accomplish, you know, 50% of your goal or 75% of your goal or whatever it is that you're lacking, that is immaterial. This is part of developing the, you know, the mental faculties, you know, developing the strength, the endurance. It's immaterial if it's reasonable, expected you can do it. You go and do it anyway. Okay, pick up your pace. Go with the anticipation that every single thing is going to fall into place. And even though you've only got 1 week left of the 4 weeks to accomplish a 4-week long goal, go for it anyway. Here's the worst thing that's going to happen. You won't achieve the goal, but you already know that. See, you already know that it is unrealistic to accomplish, you know, 75% of what your goal was in 25% of the time. That's not realistic, but you need to separate yourself from reality and go with the assumption that every single activity that you do is going to be successful. You may want to double your activities in anticipation of great success, which might get you to that goal. Here's what's more than likely going to happen. If you take it serious, if you double down, if you're going to make, the 3 contacts, make the 6. If you're going to do, 5 contacts, make it 10. Okay. If you had 3 follow-ups every day, make it 6 follow-ups. How do you get, what, I don't have 6 people to follow up on. Then you need to double up on your first contacts today. So by Wednesday, you'll have some extra people to follow up on. Hammer down, do the deal, get serious. Here's what's more than likely to happen. You will accomplish more this week than any one of the previous 3 weeks of this commission calendar. And whether or not you actually achieve the goal for this particular commission calendar, you will have established momentum for the beginning of the next one. And you got next period is the last period to qualify for the Leaders in Action, the LIA 20 Club or whatever. Okay. I wish I was better at remembering all the little names and that sort of thing. I'm not, I'm sorry. So, any thoughts on that, folks?
That was perfect, Fred, because I was anticipating that you were just going to say, but you won't do what you need to do this week as far as accomplishing your goals, but it's going to create the momentum going into the next week or the next month, the next commission period. So that's huge.
Yeah, and
agree.
go ahead, Ernest.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I agree. You double down, and like you said, if you don't have that new people to follow up on, go get them and have something to work with. So, and basically set yourself up for the last week.
One of the things is true, and it was very much so for me growing up, and that it's kind of an ADHD thing. Always worked better under pressure and stress. I remember, having to complete a paper my freshman year in school. Okay. I'd dilly-dally around for days. And finally, the day before it was due in the morning, I'd spend all day getting everything set up, make sure I had enough paper, got my typewriter, got my, my little coffee maker for the dorm room, got my little ashtray for the dorm room. Yes, I smoked. And, it was usually around midnight or so by the time I finally had everything in place. And then I'd start going, and I didn't stop no matter what. And see, that's very much an ADHD thing. People call it, can your kid play video games for hours at end? Sure they can. Well, they don't have ADHD. I beg to differ.
Right.
It's called it's a hyper focus. It's extremely stimulating. It took a long time for me to get in the groove. Once I got in the groove, that was all I could think about was hyper focus on that one paper, and then it would be done. Okay. Unfortunately, that's how most of what I've done in my life has been done. But that's not unique to ADHD. Most people work best under pressure. So put yourselves under some pressure. It's that old saying about, Matt, remember how much you accomplished 1 week before you left on that, vacation of a lifetime. All the crap that you should have been doing for the last 6 months planning for that trip, and you got it all done in the last 4 days, plus your life, right? All right, got 1 minute, got to go relieve Modesta. Good to see you guys. Hope that was helpful. Keep in touch with me. Let me know if there's anything I can do to support your efforts. All right.
All right,
Brad.
Thanks, Fred.
Have a great week, guys.
That was great.
You too.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you.
Send those
Take care, all.
links.
It's Monday, Fred.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good to see
Night.
you.